Alright everyone, today we're heading straight into the heart of Brazil, into the vast golden savannas of the Cerrado, to meet a fruit that people either absolutely worship or refuse to touch. This is Pequi, a fruit with a fragrance so intense it fills an entire room, a seed covered in microscopic spikes sharp enough to send you to the hospital, and a flavor that Brazilians describe as nostalgic, buttery, earthy, and unbelievably powerful. This isn't just a fruit you eat, it's a fruit with rules, with mythology, with culinary traditions older than most countries. And if you've never heard of it, don't worry. By the end of this deep dive, you'll understand exactly why Pequi is one of the most legendary ingredients in the entire South American landscape. Pequi, Caryocar brasiliense, is a fruit native to the Cerrado, a vast tropical savanna biome that covers over 20% of Brazil. Often overshadowed by the Amazon, the Cerrado is actually one of the richest ecosystems on Earth, supporting thousands of endemic plant and animal species. Within this ancient biome, Pequi stands as one of its strongest cultural and ecological symbols. Botanical characteristics. Pequi comes from a medium-sized tree that can reach up to 12 meters in height. The tree is adapted to the harsh, seasonal climate of the Cerrado, where droughts, fires, and nutrient-poor soils are part of the natural environment. Pequi trees have thick, corky bark and deep roots that allow them to survive fires and regenerate vigorously, a trait crucial to Cerrado species. The fruit itself is about the size of a small avocado, with a thick, greenish rind that opens to reveal bright golden yellow pulp. The edible pulp surrounds a hard seed covered in thousands of tiny, needle-like spines, nearly invisible to the eye. This is the most famous feature of Pequi. Anyone who bites the seed by accident quickly learns the unofficial national rule of Brazil: you never bite into Pequi. You scrape it gently, or you suffer. Aroma and flavor chemistry. Pequi's flavor is polarizing and unforgettable. The aroma contains an intense concentration of esters, lactones, and aldehydes, which create a deep buttery smell mixed with earthy, nutty, and sweet undertones. Some compare the scent to cheese, chestnut, or fermented fruit, while others say it smells like roasted nuts mixed with tropical perfume. The taste of Pequi is equally distinctive, rich and oily, buttery and creamy, slightly fruity, intensely aromatic, earthy, with notes reminiscent of Brazil nuts, coconut, and overripe mango. This powerful flavor has shaped entire cuisines in central Brazil. Historical and cultural significance. Pequi has been consumed for thousands of years by indigenous peoples of the Cerrado, such as the Savannas and Caryocar. Archaeological evidence shows that the fruit was not only gathered but also actively managed, meaning ancient communities protected Pequi trees, promoted the growth, and used them as seasonal staples. Pequi appears in myths, traditional songs, and rituals. For many groups, it symbolizes fertility, abundance, seasonal renewal, family unity. The fruit's oil was used in traditional body paint, medicine, and cooking. Over time, Pequi became central to the culinary identity of Goiás, Minas Gerais, and parts of Mato Grosso. Culinary uses. Today, Pequi is used in several iconic Brazilian dishes: arroz com Pequi, rice cooked with Pequi pulp; frango com Pequi, chicken stewed with Pequi; Pequi liqueur. Pequi oil used as a cooking fat. Pequi preserves and sweets. Pequi infused cheese. In some regions, people eat Pequi raw with cassava flour, a pairing that balances its intensity. One of the reasons Pequi holds such cultural weight is that its flavor is so powerful that you grow up with it or you don't. It creates a culinary identity tied directly to land and heritage. The spikes, a built-in defense mechanism. The inner seed of Pequi is covered in glass-like spines that break off in the mouth and cause serious injury. These spines evolved as a defense against predators, ensuring that animals consume the pulp without damaging the seed, a perfect evolutionary strategy. Biting into the seed is so infamous that it has become a running joke in Brazilian culture. Every local has a story about the friend who bit the Pequi once. Ecological importance. Pequi trees are keystone species in the Cerrado. Their fruits feed macaws, parrots, monkeys, tapirs, rodents, deer. The trees stabilize soils, support pollinators, and survive fire cycles. Their flowers attract bats and bees, including the stingless bees native to the region. Economics and community impact. In many rural communities, Pequi harvesting is a major seasonal income. Families collect the fruit, make oils, preserves, and crafts, and sell them in local markets. Pequi has become a symbol of Cerrado identity and resistance against agricultural encroachment, especially soybean expansion. Nutritional value. Pequi pulp is extremely rich in healthy fats, carotenoids, especially beta-carotene, vitamin A. Antioxidants, fibers. The oil extracted from Pequi is used in cosmetics, skin treatments, and anti-inflammatory remedies. Rare and fascinating facts. Pequi is sometimes called the Brazilian truffle because of its rich flavor. The pulp contains up to 40% oil, one of the highest among edible fruits. Its wood was used historically in tools due to its density. Pequi has one of the strongest fruit aromas in the world. The tree can live more than a century. Conclusion: Pequi is more than a fruit, it is an emblem of a biome, a cultural icon, and a culinary powerhouse. From its ancient roots with indigenous communities to its modern role in Brazilian cuisine and ecology, Pequi represents resilience, tradition, and the flavor of a land unlike any other.